Good morning, Facebook. It's Scott Weddle here, reporting in with the daily live stream. First and foremost, thank you very much for being here, listening in, and doing something with this information. Because at the end of the day, if you don't do something with this information, it's not doing anything for you. If it's going in one ear and out the other, because you know that this is truth. Okay? Because all I'm doing here is reflecting back to you what you're thinking and what you're feeling. Okay, so the title of this live, I don't know where this is going to go, but the title of this live is Your Future Self is Calling You. Which is true, right? Because isn't it true that there's this voice inside your head, or this feeling in your body that's trying to get you to take new actions, that's saying that you don't want what you're currently doing and you do want something else? Isn't there that feeling in your body? Isn't there that voice in your head or in your heart, wherever you want to feel it or hear it or wherever, calling you forward? But right now in this moment, you're stuck feeling resistance, you're feeling fear, you're not sure, there's an anxiety feeling around taking the steps that you want to take as a coach to step up to the next level, to step up, stand out and be different, to become more of a conscious coach. You feel resistance against it, okay, because you're probably telling yourself, I want to make the move online, I'd love to do more online, I want to make the move online, I want to launch my online program, I want to create more freedom, I want to help more people, I want to put myself out there more, I want to put myself out there online more so I can take my brand to the next level. You've probably been telling yourself all these stories. You've probably been feeling that you want to do that. You've probably been thinking you want to do that. So we can just call this your future self, because at the end of the day, you can't see those thoughts. You can't see those feelings. The future doesn't exist. The past doesn't exist. Now only exists. So you're here right now. You've got to make a new decision if you want to move forward. Because if you're sitting there in a place right now where you're saying those things to yourself and you're hearing that voice and you're feeling that you want more, and you're feeling that there's more out there for you, and you're feeling that you're not here to just follow the system, and you're not here to fit in, and you're here to do things differently, and you're here to step up, stand out and be different and make your difference in the world, as well as actually stop putting everything and everyone before you, like allowing your clients to dictate your diary, just following what the system tells you to do rather than what you want to do. Okay? So the only way through, what stands in the way is the way. The only way through is to go through it. You can't, if you don't go through those fears, that resistance, and those little, that ego in your head holding you back, telling you you're not good enough, etc., and buying into those feelings and buying into those thoughts, instead of taking control, instead of actually doing stuff on a daily basis to actually change the way you feel at a cellular level. Because at the end of the day, all that happens when you think is it sends a signal down your spinal cord, neuropeptides release, signal down your spinal cord, it meets your cells, it meets your genes, right? Then a protein is released, right? The building blocks of life. So if you're just going to keep thinking the same thoughts that are sending the same signals, that are just continuing to repeat the same, you're not going to grow. You've got new proteins getting released, so you've got a choice to change the way you feel and create new cells in your body. Okay, if you don't, you'll just keep releasing the same stuff, the same patterns, and it'll just keep what it does when it comes and the protein releases, that changes the way you feel, and then it reinforces the thought. So what pattern do you want? Do you want to keep reinforcing the same thoughts and the same feelings? Or do you want to start reinforcing something different? Because if you're stuck in a place of anxiety, stress, overwhelm, if you're stuck in a place of fear, resistance, and every time you go to make a move and where you want to go, you just hold yourself back, you just procrastinate on it, and you just say, I'll get that later, I'll push it down, and you just focus on the easy things to do rather than making the hard decisions. If you've done that in your life, or if you're doing that right now, that is what is happening at a cellular level. That's what's happening inside of you. And if you're not going to take control and make a new decision, then you're never going to change. So that's why it's very important to have a coach as well as actually learning the strategies, because it's all good to learn a strategy to do something, but if you're stuck in a place where your body is still in the same place and you're still operating from the same thoughts, same signals, the same protein release, the same building blocks, keep building the same cells, and you're not changing, you're not going to allow yourself to take those new actions. You're not going to allow yourself to implement the new strategies because you're stuck in a place that's not going to allow you to do that. Or if you do push through, if you're one of those pushers and you push through and you go and you hustle and you bam, 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 because there's people out there like that, when you get it, you won't allow yourself to keep it. You will sabotage the shit out of it. And I've experienced both. I've experienced being the pusher, getting what I want and then losing it. And I've also experienced the procrastination and then learning something new and then not doing anything with it. And honestly, the only difference is you've got to work on you at a cellular level. You've got to understand what's going on inside of you. You've got to have these rituals that don't take a lot of time, as well as creating the structure you need in your business to give you what you want. Right? So for you, you're looking for more freedom. You don't want to be doing sessions after sessions after sessions. You don't see yourself in the next 20 years doing what you're doing now. You want more freedom, right? So you've got to change your business model, okay? Now for you, you're maybe thinking about doing that online, and that's cool. We've got to create your own method, package that together, okay? And do it in a way where you've got structure, which is the path that you take your clients down to get them from point A to point B, which is out of pain and into their promise, where they promise themselves they're going. You create the path. Then you've got to create a coaching structure that serves you and serves the clients. So you create a group call once a week where you're only coaching 2 hours a week. So you've got the actual system they go through and you've got the coaching. That brings that together to create a business model that is creating freedom for you once you've put in the initial work. Right? Plus, there's no ties to anywhere. There's no like huge overheads on that kind of stuff. And you've got a laptop or your computer at home or your office at home or a laptop in a bag in a suitcase if you want to go travelling, and you can do what the hell you want. Right? Because you are in control. Not other people are in control. Not other people's agendas are in control. And more importantly, because you've actually done the work on you, you're in control of yourself, as well as the way you're structuring your business, the way you're structuring your agenda on a daily basis, the way you're structuring your agenda on a weekly basis, the way you're structuring your business, the way you're showing up, not just doing the same stuff over and over again. Okay? This is the new model. This is the new world. Wake up to it. It's science. It's not spiritual woo-woo stuff. It's actual just down to the earth science. You got to understand this stuff, guys, because if you don't, you'll not do what you need to do. If you don't understand what's going on, you will not do what you need to do. You might start doing like the first step for people is always doing like a gratitude journal or journaling, or starting to go into headspace and meditating and be more mindful. Like, yeah, they're all the first little steps, but you will not sustain them if you don't actually understand why you're doing this. And you don't actually do it with more intention. Because when you do it with more intention, because you understand what's happening, when you are thinking, and it's releasing the neuropeptide, it's releasing, taking the signal down your spinal cord, which is meeting your cells in your body. So obviously that comes through every gland in your body and releases a feeling, the chemicals. Then those meet your genes, your cells, which therefore is the environment you're giving your cells, right? And the cells adapt to the environment. Therefore, when that hits there, protein is released to create new building blocks for life, because proteins are the building blocks of life, aren't they? We're just big protein balls, right? So that then comes back up to change the feeling, or to pretty much just release the same feeling if you're not changing the way you're thinking intentionally, which then just reinforces that back up to the brain. And then the connection between brain and body stays the same unless you're intentionally doing something about it. And you're changing the connection from brain to body, so you're starting to flow differently. And it will be tough to start with, okay? But when you get something like that in place and you actually understand what you're doing, as well as actually the structure, like getting connected to who you're working with, that's always first, right? Creating your online program, that's always second, but in a way that I just explained there, and it's actually serving you. Then getting some basic foundational systems and building some solid habits in your business, like in your lead generation and your marketing and your sales, etc. So you've got foundations to actually set you up for long-term growth. You don't really need to be focusing on anything else right now, because if you are, you're creating busy work. If you are, you're going to create more overwhelm. If you are, you're just going to be busy. And we don't want you to be busy. We want you to step away from busy and stop using the excuse of, I don't have time, to actually asking yourself a new question and saying, how can I make this work? And I'm fully committed to making this work. And I get it. I understand that the hard road is the one I've got to go down, because the hard road becomes the easier road later in life. Right? And the hard decisions that I've got to make to go against the norm, to go against society, to go against the system, and to follow that little voice inside my future self that's calling me forward and it's guiding me forward. Because you know what I mean? The feeling in your feeling for more, the feeling that you don't want to be doing what you're doing right now, and the feeling that you want to be doing something different, because life causes you to ask for more. Tell me if that's right, or tell me if that's right. Life causes you to ask for more. You experience something and you say, I don't want that. And when you know you don't want that, what do you know? You know you do want something else. So what is that something else? Right? And do you have the courage to accept that you can do it? Because you know what? You're not ready. Otherwise you'd already have it. And that's more of a reason for you to take massive action and follow your heart. Not buy into those fears, because those fears are going to keep reinforcing you're not ready. And right now, you're not ready. You're not ready. But that's the biggest reason that you should just take massive action. Because if you don't, you're never going to be ready. Because there's never a perfect time. The time is now. There's no past. There's no future. So if you're living back there and dwelling on shit that happened 2 months ago, or you're dwelling on shit that happened 3 years ago, or even worse, you're dwelling on shit that happened when you're 7-year-old, which probably will be happening. It will be happening. 100%. Trust me. If you're dwelling on that kind of shit, you've got to make a new decision. Right now, in this moment, otherwise you will not make it. Be more decisive, right? We can always be more decisive, everyone. But now's the time, guys. Like, your future self is calling you. Answer the call. Like, if your phone was ringing and it said future self on it, would you answer it? Of course you would. You want to see what your future self was telling you. So why are you not answering the call now? It's there. Remember, life's causing you to ask. Life is causing you to ask right now. Right now in this moment. I don't want that. I do want this. I don't want my clients to dictate my diary. I do want to have freedom of time to do what I want. To get up at 4:30 if I want to get up at 4:30, to get up at 10 if I want to get up at 10, to walk the dog 4 times a day if I want to do that, to walk the dog 6 times a day, to just jump on a plane and go away whenever I want, 24 hours before, or to fucking spend more time with your loved ones, with your kids, with your family, with your partner, whatever it is for you specifically. It's going to be different for every single person. But you don't want what you want now. You don't want where you are now. You want something new. Life is causing you to ask. And I'm inspiring you right now to follow that. Follow what life is causing you to ask. Follow it, please. Because it's taking you somewhere. And I want you to follow it. So can you do that for yourself? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, and you're looking to move your business online, you're looking to launch your online program, and that's the route that you want to go down, and that's the route you feel called to go down specifically, then I really would love to help you. So first step is to come into my Facebook group if you're not there. So I'm just going to go behind me and put this link in the live stream. Down here. This is for coaches, trainers, service-based people who are looking to launch their online program, people with skills, knowledge and experience looking to serve more people, as well as becoming more conscious yourself, right? Because you come first, always. So, I've just pinned that to the top comments. In the comments, you should see that come up soon. Join that group. And if you are looking for free training, if you're looking for value, I'm going to give you value as well. So what to do once you've joined the group? Stop like listening to your ego saying, oh, I don't need that, or I'm fine where I am. Okay, yeah, okay. I know that's going off in your head right now. Just shut that voice up, otherwise you'll not change, right? So step 1, join the group. Step 2, shoot me a message, and I will give you some amazing free value to go through and to give you the steps that you need right now to make this happen for yourself. Okay, so if that sounds good, do exactly what I said. Join the group, shoot me a message, join the group, put a post up in the group, ask for the free training, do whatever feels right to you, but just do something. Don't just sit there and do nothing. Like, do something with this, take this away and do something, otherwise nothing will change. Because remember, thought sends a signal right now to your body. It's probably sending the wrong signal right now, okay, because that's what you've always been used to, right? The neuropeptide's taking that down, it's releasing the hormones, it's releasing the chemicals. It's going to your genes and your cells, which is releasing protein, which is probably just releasing the same stuff. Then it's going to come back up and just not really change the way you feel, and it's just going to reinforce the thinking that you've been thinking for the first half of your life. So you can either keep doing that cycle, or you can do something different. The choice is yours. Over and out for Monday. Hope you create momentum today, guys, no matter what. I'm here to serve you. I respect your decision. I respect you. But I'm inspiring you to step up, stand out, and be different and follow your heart. Have an amazing day, guys. Speak